Great ham.
Great ham.
That stinks for your teeth.
Moments of tension.
Why don't you have Alicia do it and she can say it in Spanish? Yeah, I Come on. Okay, slowly. Lift count.
Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, you can talk and Kim can move her lips. How about that? Come on, it's only a 1 hour show.
Cut to a commercial. Let's get a whole bunch of people. Yeah, the whole casket up there.
Draw straws. Draw straws.
Mike Scott and his partner Doug Overton. Where's Doug?
Invisible man. Where's his partner? The invisible man.
We need a measurement up from the table to the bottom of the bridge first.
Sure you want to cross this?
Then we have to decide if we trust him or not.
20.
All right.
That's your lips. About 16 and a half.
60 and a half centimeters. Okay. I do want to point out that this is the only kit entered in the competition. Tam, put the 2 ends on the 2 books. We'll move the books closer together. Theme from any disaster movie would be appropriate.
Don't breathe.
Yeah.
Hold your breath.
I need another book. Okay.
He's bragging to hold 2.
About 21.
Okay, it's got to be more than 15, so that's good. Now how about the length?
The length is 37.
Here's okay.
Hey. 37 centimeters. This one.
Right in the middle.
No.
Right in the middle.
Into the crossbones.
Those crossbones right there. Just looking too high.
21.
No.
Those where they.
Well, judges help her out.
No.
Select committee here.
The committee is noting that Bruce is being a stickler for the rules.
Read the rules, you'll notice that we are totally within the guidelines.
Reluctantly disqualified.
Okay. Smile.
Action.
Nobody laughed at
Helmet up for a
Alicia says this is built in the tradition of Spanish engineering.
Hey, don't hold it now. Hey, no holding top, no. No, there's nothing about having your hands on there.
Maybe it's Alex's.
Does it say you can't?
That's right.
Got a point there.
I like that.
Just that when the brushing is in
Uh-oh. Okay, now let's go. There you go.
He does.
We're gonna send this tape back to Spain.
Hold your breath.
It'll keep her out of college.
Doesn't have to wait 30 seconds.
Say hi to mom and dad. This is being broadcasted to over 3 billion people.
19 centimeters.
My watch said 30 seconds. I think it's okay.
Because the lowest point was... The lowest point was from across.
We better hurry.
And don't touch it.
Don't breathe.
39.
39 centimeters.
Right.
He's going to tear it out page by page, tuck it in around it.
Oh, he found out our tactic. Okay, now, it doesn't say how we have to put the book on it, do it. Oh. Okay. You actually just hold it. That's my book. You're gonna be in big trouble. Mr. Pine's gonna make me pay for that. Pages.
Let's find the big still.
34 centimeters. How about a big hand there? That's... Lynette, we can't see you. There she is. Oh, Tanya's back from taking her test. Your bridge didn't work. David and Alicia and Kim, Tam, and Tanya, Patty and Vince, Twan, Sherry, Lynette, Steve, the little guy in back, Mike. Very good. Measure the length in the end. No, down at the base. I like a bridge that gives with the load. It's kind of hard to explain to the motorists as they drive across, but. 46 centimeters, all right.
We got no problem here.
Except your face.
Wow. Flop it on there.
It's 95 centimeters.
No, it's 53 centimeters. But how long's the bridge?
53 and a half. They're all 53.
53 centimeters.
53 centimeters?
A little shorter than it's
18.
All right, that's pretty good.
sure. It's like,
Any bets?
yeah.
That's the reason.
Oh,
And you didn't get the middle. That's just connected. Yeah, I'm jealous. How's varsity stretching?
23 centimeters high. How long is it?
That's what Pete said. It's probably low.
I think you have to measure for the between. In between?
I'm afraid it's the shortest distance between. 22 centimeters. The bridge that is taller than it is long. That's great. Okay.
Don't have time for that.
Can't even hold yourself up.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
See ya.
Let it go. If you break that book.
Let it go.
Will it fit on the table? Sure. New problem.
Won't this be funny if it doesn't hold the book up?
Watch it. 14.9 centimeters.
Didn't that disqualify him right there? Don't know how to use a meter stick?
16 centimeters?
Yeah, 16.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna
Not that we don't
have
touch
to
it. Your fingers just go sit down.
Oh, wait a minute.
We'll let them have it. The sign up.
Well, I see nothing illegal here, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now measure your bridge.
1 millimeter.
You don't commit it from here, but it says from in support.
1 millimeter.
Now I'm beginning to have a problem.
You said in support. In support. These are the in support.
See,
241 centimeters. Now, what do you think? Does that bridge meet? Okay. Speaking for the committee, I would say that I think they've come real close to finding a loophole. I think it hinges on the definition of a span.
We look it up in the dictionary.
Okay, and a span is the distance between supports. Now, I'll show you how the bridge will be totally legal in just a second. But since I saw this coming, I looked up in the encyclopedia. What's the longest bridge? Okay, they give the longest bridge in 2 ways. One of them is usually they're over water, so it's from point to point of land, regardless of how they get from point to point. That's the longest bridge, and the longest bridge is several miles long. Okay. The other way that they give the record for the longest bridge is the longest, catch this word, span. And the span in that case, which is the definition the committee is using since the encyclopedia has chosen to use this definition, is the distance between supports that touch Earth.
But in the rules, it is stated from the in supports.
No, because if those are in supports, then this does not meet the definition of a span. I agree, those are the ends of your, whatever this is. Okay? So, let us record a bridge 16 centimeters, length of span.
'Cause
Let's see if it matters.
Just said it, oh, it says be cool, right? Oh, look at Let it go. Let it go.
A little bit over a meter.
It says white. Yeah. Hey, Bridget, don't worry, I already finished your bridge.
Wait a minute.
It collapse anyway.
Wait, Brett.
This is your guys'?
Just let it fly. Oh my God.
We have a potential protest about the red thread, but it appears that that's going to be irrelevant.
What happened?
Put it on there. Goodbye. Let it go. Goodbye.
You know,
15 centimeters to the bottom of the bridge.
hurry up.
Better measure it quick.
What?
Wait, what do you measure?
There, get out of there, Mary.
No, it's not.
All right, the lowest point.
It's 14 and a half.
That's a red bridge, guys. I give you credit.
Is there wire inside that?
Go get a metal
23 centimeters high, and the length is?
That's not very long.
It's about
59.7, right?
59.8 centimeters.
Let's get it. What's the purpose of that one story?
That's a balance. Not a bridge, that's a show.
It holds it, man. There's
Oh, watch this.
Can't it hold it by itself in the middle? Oh, look at this. Oh, that's
Sag that.
17 and a half centimeters high.
And
53.2 centimeters long. That's pretty good.
No way.
This bridge was damaged in shipping.
You made a little bit shorter.
Brad.
Maybe not.
Let go.
Let go.
Different part. Close the hole.
Maybe not.
I don't believe it.
You were just
Steve, knock it off.
Oh, there it goes.
So the winner was from period 1, Steve and Twan. Second place was Brian and Paul. Third place was
Bridget, what's the prize? Bridget,
Oh, we're having a problem with prizes. Our court. Okay, stay right there for just a second. I want to make sure we get everybody in here with a smile. That's you, Randy. Karen and David. Paul, I can't see you. There he is. Brian, I can't see you, but somehow that's better than... oh, there we go. Bridget and Richard and...
Larry.
and Diep and Min, Darcy. Who's in the back behind Tim? I can't even tell who it is. Ah, there we are, Teresa. Roland. There's Bill.
Oh, God.
And Jimmy. Seem to be having a problem here. Ah. And it turns out that it works just as well upside down as right side up. Which is not very well at all. Finally, it supports a book. Sort of. That's Joe Skoronsky and Sean Fremlin. So they have, that's the minimum height tower, and they're seeing how much mass it will support. Some more dents in my tabletop. 3,300 grams. This is Jim Sheffield. Tony Colorasi didn't have the nerve to show up this day. He was Jim's partner. The twisting tower. This is Greg Steins and Leonard Scandura. Quadrupod Construction was the name of their company. That's Leonard on the right and Greg on the left. The rule was they could put on books and then they could add weights, but once it fell, it was all over. No second chance. Remember, the competition was for the tallest structure. This is Rory Deutsch. And there's his structure. The others were all sitting on the table. This is on the floor. This was with a limitation of 150 straws and same limitations we use now. There's a little fast action on the camera. It had to stay in position for 30 seconds. And now we're going to measure it here. Almost 2 meters tall. (192 centimeters). This is Chris Kroll and Steve Olson. Steve Olson with his back to you there. And Chris Kroll there on the left. Chris is the cheerleader. There it goes. This is Vicki Vaughn, Donna Danke on the left, and Vicki. This is slow motion, and there it goes. This is Kathy Wankler on the left there, and Linda Romand. So that's at the minimum height, and then the question is how many books can it hold up? Needless to say, Rory had the tallest structure. It's Doug Epperson acting as judge there. Jim Robb, Kathy Martin, his partner, laughing at him. This is Brian Zill. Remember, this is going for the strongest structure now at the minimum height. Pretty good. This is Doug Epperson and Nguyen Hung. Linda Roman. A little time-lapse photography here. Doug gave up. This is Pam Tucker and Randy Bendel. This is Tim Collier on the left and Kent Hoyos on the right. Slow motion. Chris Kroll and Steve Olson again. Steve Olson on the right. It was class of 1981. This is Gary Hopper and John Forsyth. Waiting 30 seconds. This was a bridge type structure. It had to be a certain minimum length, and then the question was how strong it could be. This is Alan Tucker and Bruce Adams. That's Alan on the right and Bruce on the left. Rod Babcock, Stefan Desrochers. This is Kim Vestal and Kim Tai. Susan Henney and Lynette Hall. Christine Smith and Ruth Smith on the left, Christine on the right. This is a short film. This is Mike Briggs and Jim Kerr. Mike Briggs on the left, Jim Kerr on the right. This is Charlie Rupert in front and Paul Mata with putting the books on top there. Randy Trost on the right, Tracy Gilliam on the left. Tracy doesn't seem to think it's going to work. Try it upside down. Standing on end. Here we have Lynette Hall, Kim Tai, Susan Henney, Alan Tucker, John Forsyth, Bruce Adams, Mike Briggs, Jim Kerr, Gary Hopper, Rod Babcock, Christine Smith, Stefan Desrochers, Ruth Smith, Paul Mata, Charlie Rupert, Randy Trost, hiding in the back, Kim Vestal, and Tracy Gilliam. Mike Briggs. This is period 1, class of 1981. This is period 2 coming up. Rick Bendel and Lisa Cutchell, Lori Goodley and Kristen Amick, Shannon Wilkins and Joan Steritz. Shannon on the left, Joan on the right. This is John Smolich on the right and Debbie Yackel on the left. Greg Shaneborn and Mike Harry. It's Greg on the left. Trent Willis and Adrian Adams. That's Trent on the left and Adrian Adams on the right. Here's period 2. Lisa Cutchell, Lori Goodley, Debbie Yackel, Joan Steritz, Rick Bendel, Kristen Amick, Shannon Wilkins hidden in the back there, John Smolich, Trent Willis, John Moore, Greg Shaneborn, Adrian Adams, and Mike Harry. This is the class of '82. This is some time-lapse photography we took during the Pendulum Labs at the beginning of the year. Notice the interested looks on all their faces as they gather data. Bell rings and they get out of there. This is period 2. Just careful measurements. We had signs this year too. This is Blair Allen. Darren Sandquist is the taller one. This is the longest bridge competition. Blair on the left and Darren on the right. Phil Fryer on the right.